Spoilers ahead. Watch out, and take care. The film starts with Jessica Martin, a high school biology teacher, talking to her son Ricky, while seeing him off to the school bus. After she returns home, and is talking to her maid, some mysterious people enter her home, by breaking her back door with a gun, kill her housemaid and put Jessica in their van, kidnap her and confine her in the attic of their safe house. Ethan, the gang leader, breaks the only telephone in the attic, to prevent her from contacting anyone. She has no idea who the kidnappers are, or what they want. She pieces together the broken phone, to randomly make a connection by connecting different wires. She finally makes a call to Ryan, who is just dumped by his girlfriend for being too irresponsible, and to prove himself responsible, he had asked her to assign a work. She asks him to deliver some boxes. He takes the call as a joke, but Jessica begs him to go to the police, and give the call to some officer. At the police station, a fight between officers and gang members breaks out. Mooney intervenes and tells him to report the kidnapping on the 4th floor. He begins to lose the signal in the stairwell, however, Ryan can't find anyone on the way up, and will lose the call due to poor cell service if he continues up. Ethan, the leader of the kidnappers, asks Jessica for Craig's location. When she refuses to cooperate, he leaves to get Ricky. Jessica asks Ryan to get her son from school. Overhearing them, Ryan realizes the kidnapping is real. He believes in Jessica and hurries to Ricky's school. There he tries to find Ricky Martin, but he sees him getting into the car and the boy is taken away. He took the car from the officer, who was asking him to not enter that area of school, and chases the Jessica car, but then a bus comes in between and he loses track, and reaches a roadblock. As his phone battery is running low, he drives very roughly, and takes an unexpected and dangerous way to reach a shop. But the shop is very busy and he is asked to come in. He is requesting to let him get the charger, but as no one responded, he takes a gun in the car and uses it to buy a charger, and must turn back to avoid losing the connection. Sergeant Mooney, meanwhile, decides to check on the kidnapping claim that he received. He uses the Department of Motor Vehicles records to find the address of Jessica, but when he comes to her house, a woman meets him, telling him that she is Jessica and that everything is fine. Believing it to be a false alarm, he leaves. It is revealed that the woman is Dana Bayback, an accomplice of the kidnappers. Ethan returns to the safe house, and asks Jessica for the location of a place called the Left Field, where her husband Craig was. Ethan then shows that he has imprisoned Ricky in the garage, and threatens to kill him if Jessica does not tell him what this information means. She tells him Left Field is a bar in the LAX airport. As he leaves, she tells Ryan they have gone to get her husband. A cross-connection between cell lines connects Jessica to a lawyer, and he starts to interrupt their call. Meanwhile, Ryan loses connection, and Jessica starts to convince the lawyer, but he brags about the whole situation. Ryan takes the car and phone from the lawyer, and again gets in touch with Jessica. At the airport, he tries to stop the kidnappers by planting the security firearm in the bag of one of them as they go through security. But when they are apprehended, they reveal that they are cops. This causes Ryan and Jessica to realize that Ethan and his gang are dirty police officers. Ryan then finds a man that apparently matches Jessica's description of her husband Craig, and makes him talk to Jessica, but this mistake in identity permits the kidnappers to apprehend the real Craig, and take him with them. On exiting the airport, he finds that the lawyer's car has been impounded. Meanwhile, a series of bizarre incidents have sneaked their way into the news, including the one about a gunman who took a mobile charger, and overpaid for it, and an interview with the lawyer, who states that his car was stolen by a man claiming it was to rescue a woman named Jessica Martin. Mooney sees the news and identifies Ryan. He calls Jessica's home and gets the voicemail, but this time, he notices that Jessica's voice on the answering machine is very different from the accented voice of the woman who claimed to be her. Craig is brought into the attic, and Ethan tells him even your son is under our control, and forced to reveal the location of a videotape. Jessica asks Craig to tell them there is some misunderstanding, but Craig apologizes to her and says he is right. He tells them it is at Centurion Bank, in his safe deposit box. But they need him to retrieve it. Before they leave, Jessica acts a little fanatical to whisper in secret to Craig he will have help at the bank. Ethan and his friends Dimitri and Deezen go with Craig, while another kidnapper stays on guard. Ryan also reaches the bank. The kidnappers retrieve the video camera, but Ryan knocks down Dimitri, takes the camera, and flees to the roof alone after failing to take Craig with him. However, he accidentally drops the lawyer's cell phone off the roof, smashing it to pieces. He manages to escape in a taxi, telling the driver to go to the LAPD auto impound. In the cab, he checks out the camera. He sees that when Craig was taking some video footage of houses for his realtor job, Craig accidentally shot footage of Los Angeles Police Department detectives kneeling down the drug dealers, robbing and murdering them. Tanner tells Ethan of Bayback's death and the forensic team at Martin's house, looking for evidence. Before Jessica and Ricky can escape, they are caught by Ethan's gang, but Ryan contacts Ethan before he can hurt them, and makes a deal, the videotape in exchange for the Martin family at Santa Monica Pier. After getting off at the impound lot and sneaking in, while the receptionist is distracted by the lawyer trying to get his car back without paying a fee, Ryan steals the lawyer's car again and gets back his own cell phone, relieved to find that Jessica's call is still on hold. At the pier, Ryan in disguise, refuses to give up the camera until the Martins are freed, but Mooney and Tanner find him when Chloe inadvertently exposes him. Tanner sends Mooney away with Dimitri for medical attention, abducts Ryan, bringing him to Ethan. He crushes the videotape to pieces, and Tanner radios Deason to execute the Martins. Mooney returns to the Martin residence. After searching for some time, he starts entering the house by saying there is someone there. Police are here, where Bayback shoots at him, injuring him. He retaliates and kills her, but learns to his dismay that she was a cop too. Meanwhile, Mad Dog stumbles upon the phone line Jessica is using from downstairs. He comes down and attacks Jessica, and threatens to kill both Jessica and her son. Meanwhile, Jessica kills him by cutting his brachial artery before he could kill her, causing him to bleed out in seconds. She asks her son to hide back, so that she can break into the outhouse by car, but Ethan comes to see them sitting in the car, but Ethan returns with Craig as a hostage and stops her. He is angry with her, wanting to know who that kid at the bank was. Before Ethan can do anything, Ryan uses his cell phone's memory to contact Ethan and makes a deal directly over the phone, the videotape in exchange for the Martin family. Upon learning of the meeting, Tanner convinces Mooney to delay his trip to the hospital for stitches, so that he can identify Ryan, who Mooney still thinks of as a prime suspect. The deal goes down at the Santa Monica Pier. Ryan tries to handle it his way in disguise, but his ex-girlfriend accidentally exposes him, after which Mooney is able to point out to him. His girlfriend asks what's happening here. Mooney asks who is she. Ryan denies knowing her. However, Mooney overhears the radio transmission from Dimitri's radio, and he realizes Tanner is one of the kidnappers. Ryan escapes following a distraction from his friend Chad, while Dimitri attempts to kill Mooney, but Mooney overpowers and handcuffs him. Tanner and Ethan confront Ryan in a boathouse, where Ryan knocks out Tanner with a surfboard, but Ethan beats him up with his superior fighting skills, until Mooney intervenes. Ethan says he is a police officer, so Mooney must believe him, but Mooney says, "For now I want you to leave Ryan." Ryan says he is the person who has kidnapped Jessica. After a brief cat and mouse game, wounded Ryan notices that Ethan has circled behind Mooney, and helps Mooney by calling Ethan's cell phone, revealing that Ryan's phone somehow was not water damaged after jumping into the river. The ring of the cell betrays Ethan's hiding place, and Mooney promptly shoots him dead. As Ethan falls, he looks dumbfoundedly at Ryan, and then at Ryan's cell phone, the weapon that got him killed just before passing away. While this was going on, Jessica manages to strangle Deason with her handcuff chain from the rear of their van, then free her husband and son. But Deason is merely stunned, and aims his gun at them. Then Ryan suddenly intervenes and smashes him around till he's unconscious. Then Jessica finally meets Ryan, her life savior, and hugs him tightly and starts crying. While Ryan and Mooney are being treated by medics, Tanner is also exposed, because Ryan had made a copy of the video cam recording onto his cell phone, and the Martin family is set free. Then Jessica asks Ryan, "How can I ever pay back your help to me?" He says jokingly, "By never ever calling me." The end. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Turn on the notifications, and leave a like to help the channel out.